みなおみおみおみおなみおみなおみなみみおなみおみなおくえみなおみおみおみおなみおみなおみなみみおおくえおくえみみくえみみくえみみくえみみくえみみくえみみみおみおなおくえみみくえみみくえみみなおくえみみくえみみくえみみおくえおくえみみくえみみくえみみくえみみくえみみくえみみみおみおなおくえみみくえみみくえみみなおくえみみくえみみくえみみおくえおみなみなみなくえみみくえみみくえみみくえみみくえみみくえみみみおみおなおくえみみくえみみくえみみなおくえみみくえみみくえみみ
All right, what is up, everyone, and welcome to another The Random Encounter podcast. Today we're on episode 45. I'm your host, James, and as always, I'm joined by Phaneckswhy.
What up? What up?
Yeah, it's gonna be just us two right now. Ash is gonna be joining us a little bit later. Mike is out, and not sure where Sensei is. Hopefully, he'll be showing up soon. But we still got a few things to talk about today, such as the Ubisoft Forward event that happened, as well as Capcom's could have been an email showcase, and we are going to talk and discuss Final Fantasy 16 because that demo is pretty crazy. But before we get into that, don't forget like, subscribe to us on YouTube. We are trying to hit that goal of 500 subscribers. So it's going to be a huge push. If you can, share the channel with everybody. We are really trying to hit that goal. We usually do about one video a week on the channel. Sometimes try to do two. And of course, YouTube Shorts and stuff like that also happen to be there. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitch. Follow Phaneckswhy on Twitch as well, as he does stream as well. I believe he was streaming Final Fantasy 16 demo earlier today, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so
And
definitely don't forget to do that for sure. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive by in. Actually, what have you been playing, fan? Outside of the demo, have you been playing anything else?
I played the not much because I've been messing around with the AC's ROG Ally. So I've been doing a couple emulators,
Okay.
just testing it out. Um, playing Elden Ring and Fortnite and Prince of Persia and stuff on it, just seeing how it works.
No,
So just putting
nice.
it through its paces.
Nice. Yeah, I've been messing around with remote play lately. Been doing it a lot. Finally got it to work perfectly. I will have a video on what I did to make it work like pretty much seamless without any issues. And it works fine. I've been playing Spider Man. I kind of stopped because I'm gonna just do the $10 upgrade and get the remastered version. So I just have the faster load times, the better quality, and all that other good stuff. And let's see what else. And Legend of Dragoon. I've been playing a lot of Legend of Dragoon because it's a great game. Game that I feel like should probably be remade, but maybe keep the turn-based combat. Like I don't know. It's one of those things that it's kind of hard to know, like, would changing to like an action based work, or is turn based just that? I don't know. Maybe it's one of those games that shouldn't be touched. Just let it be. But definitely a classic. But that's pretty much the two things that I've been playing for the most part. Like nothing else really. I'm just killing time till Final Fantasy 16 because that that demo has got me super hyped. But yeah, so let's go ahead and start with the Ubisoft showcase. Oh shoot, we blacked out. Hold up one second. There we go. Let's go ahead and start with the Ubisoft showcase. They had quite a few things to show off, and actually, to me, it wasn't really I'll say it wasn't disappointing. I actually enjoyed it. I'm not sure how'd you feel about the showcase.
So it's better than the Capcom one, that's for sure. But yeah, it was good. There were a couple notable games on there that I thought was very interesting, stuff that we haven't seen before.
Hmm.
So and stuff that they kind of showed at the Microsoft one, was it?
Yep.
Um, and then went more into detail with it, like what was it? Star Wars.
Yep.
Yeah. So those are both Star Wars, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and Prince of Persia were like my top, like the three things that actually stood out the most to me on the Ubisoft.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and go down that list on what they showed. Once I had a wrong thing. Got so many things. I need a third monitor. I'm telling you, like it'll be easier to navigate everything with a third monitor. Yeah, let's go down that list. So they showed off Star Wars Outlaws, and they showed off about like 10 minutes of gameplay. That game, I'll say, it caught
Felt
me off
longer.
guard. It did feel a lot longer, but it caught me off guard because when I first saw, I was complaining about it. It's like I hate CGI trailers or in-game footage trailers or whatever the case might be. It's like I want to see the actual gameplay, see what it's about. And the first time I saw this at the it was the Xbox showcase, right? Or was it Summer Game Fest? Which one was Star Wars at? Do you remember?
Uh, wasn't it this Star Wars Outlaw
Yeah,
from
I
the
want to
Summer
say
Game
where
Fest?
where did they show it first? Was it Summer Game Fest
I
or
think it was Summer Game Fest. I was
Oh.
pretty sure it was Summer Game Fest. It was either that or the Microsoft one.
Oh, it was Xbox. Yes, this is right here in the article. So
Okay.
showed it off at the Xbox showcase, and I was like, oh man, like I don't care for it because there's no gameplay footage or whatever the case. Fast forward to the Ubisoft Forward event, and they show off the gameplay, and actually, I'm kind of excited for it. It looks like it's gonna be open world, lively world at that, because you can see that as she's like running away from wherever she was at on the speeder, there's like other people like NPCs like kind of like using their speeder to go around and stuff like that. It has like GTA vibes, I guess you could say, or like that open world, like that living open world environment of like a city and a live breathing city and all that stuff. So it looks pretty interesting. Had some also for me some Uncharted vibes in terms of like the combat. And then I do like how it's kind of seamless to go into space and go to another planet and all that stuff. So I'm really excited. It caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it to look that good, and it looks actually quite amazing. Probably a day one for me. What about you?
I mean, it looks so. The problem, like for me, I think of Star Wars like, you know, it comes down to the story is what it's going to be. So it really depends on how they deliver on the story. So I mean, it looks interesting enough.
Hmm.
So I might pick it up on day one, but um, I'm I'm also one of those where like if I don't know too many details about the whole story of the game, I might hold off a little bit
Okay.
and wait and see reviews first. Because the Jedi Fallen Order and stuff like that, like you kind of got the gist of what was going on right from the beginning when they explained it to you what was going on,
Yeah.
and I like that story. So I don't know too much about the story of Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah.
So if it intrigues me, then I'll probably pick it up.
I believe it takes place after episode 5, but before episode 6. So after Empire Strikes Back, but before Return of the Jedi. And I think that's all we know. All we know is that your main character, I believe her name is Kay. She's an outlaw, basically Han Solo, and yeah, just does things like that. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I don't know. I'm hyped for it. Gameplay wise, I'm already sold on that. Story wise, I do agree. Like we don't know the whole story. Like what exactly are the motivations here? Like what is going on? But the gameplay's got me intrigued. So definitely, I'm excited for it. And like I said, I probably will pick it up day one. Anyways, regardless. The next one was Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. This game, so I've never played a Far Cry game, but I've seen Far Cry games, and this looks like a Far Cry game. How about you? What do you think about this game?
Um, I'm not interested in it at all.
No, why not?
No. Um, it actually for okay, so for whatever I don't know why the game looks worse than
Mhm.
any of the other games they showed. Like I don't know if like the visuals just didn't
Yeah,
look right. The whole and I just finished watching the Avatar movie, like the second one,
yeah.
and I'm trying to figure out like in timeline where this goes, but it just doesn't seem to. I'm not too interested in it, to be honest.
Hmm, gotcha. For me, I'm kind of interested, but not really. If it makes sense, it's like
Mhm.
a mix. Like I again, it reminds me of Far Cry. Looking at it, it looks like you're gonna go to like different bases and like control them and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like I'm not too invested in the Avatar world. Like I don't care for it much.
Yeah,
I guess like the planet looks nice. The movies are pretty good. Like I enjoyed the movies. But I don't know. I can't really say if it's a day one. Maybe, maybe not. Like it's hard for me to say. But I mean, I don't know. We'll wait and see. Again, it reminds me of Far Cry, and this might be my introduction to the Far Cry like gameplay loop and stuff like that. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I think I need to see more. It just feels weird that you play as what the Navis, but then you get all these guns and rocket launchers and stuff like that. It's I don't know.
yeah.
I would prefer something else. But yeah, nonetheless, I don't think it looks too bad. But we'll see. I'm sure a lot of people would like it.
It's almost kind of like even like you're is it first person or is it third person? I
It's
couldn't
first
remember.
person.
First person.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Like if it was third person, I'd be thinking it's like Horizon Zero Dawn,
Zero Dawn.
it's just
Yeah.
Avatar. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that is true. But it's more, yeah, it's first person. That's again, which reminds me a lot more of Far Cry. I that's the other thing. Like I'm not a big first person adventure game type. Like Halo was fine, but what caught my eye for Halo is, again, I'm a big, like, I like sci-fi or space stuff, and Halo is part of that. So like I enjoyed Halo for that. But like if they made like a well, I guess you have Mass Effect, right? That's a third person space adventure. Like I love that game, and I just like third person for whatever reason. It just, you know, I don't know. It's just something about third person I just like a lot more, which is why I tend to lean more towards like Sony exclusive and stuff like that. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. They showed off more gameplay for that. I'm actually excited for that. Like it reminded me of Metroid Dread when I first saw it. We saw more gameplay of it. It's just Metroid Dread, and I think they also said that it's really Metroid Dread inspired. So I'm excited. I'll probably pick this up for sure day one.
There was a PS, I think it was PSP,
Mm-hmm.
Prince of Persia game. That's side scroller like this.
There was. I remember
Yeah.
the OG Prince
Um,
of Persia games were side
yeah.
scroller.
I mean, like in terms of like more recent like
Yeah.
versions. But I'm pretty sure there's I can't remember if it was what it was called, but I remember it was just similar to like this, but you play the same character
Mm-hmm.
from the Sands of Time um like timeline.
Yeah. Okay. Was it Metroid, like a Metroidvania type, or was it just like a normal side scroller?
No, it was a side scroller.
Okay.
I don't remember if it was much like
So like
Metroidvania.
more level base.
Well, platformer type, just running
Okay.
around and
Yeah.
killing stuff. The Forgotten Sands, that's what it's called. So
Okay.
it was basically like the PSP version of the other one. So
Okay.
yeah, you basically played the same character.
Huh. Yeah. In this
Hey
one
guys,
here,
today we're gonna be
you're actually not the Prince of Persia, which is interesting. You're actually like somebody who's trying to save the Prince of Persia. So pretty cool, but you have like the powers of, that's known in Prince of Persia, where you can rewind time and stuff like that. This one again, it's a Metroidvania. So I like Metroidvanias. I like the gameplay loop of being able to unlock powers. You unlock different areas. You get different weapons and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. They were definitely inspired by Metroid Dread. They said it, themselves in interviews and things like that. And it looks cool. I believe it's coming out in January. Yeah, January 18th, 2024. So I'm excited for it. I'm just debating on what platform to get it. Whether I'm gonna get it on the Switch.
That's
Definitely
true.
not getting it on PC because it's Ubisoft. So I won't be getting it on PC. So it's either Switch or like PS5 or Xbox.
Yeah, did the gameplay that they did show still showed like the time mechanics
Yeah,
is completely different of like what we're used to in terms of Sands of Time
yeah.
or like any other like time mechanics.
Hmm.
So I kind of like how they did it because they showed it in a way where you can kind of like make it a part of your combos.
Yeah. It's funny is like I've never played a Prince of Persia game. I know they were super popular.
I only played the first one, so I'm excited for the remake.
Yeah, I've never played any of them, and I know they were popular. And then Assassin's Creed started the first Assassin's Creed game started off as a Prince of Persia game, but then they just changed it. Excuse me, they changed everything into Assassin's Creed, and like that's when I took interest in Prince of Persia because after playing Assassin's Creed, and I'm saying, yeah, this started off as a Prince of Persia game, but then we made it something totally different. So I'm excited for that. But speaking of Assassin's Creed, they showed off more Assassin's Creed Mirage gameplay. I'm excited for it. I know it's mixed. There's people who got into Assassin's Creed with Origins, Valhalla, and Odyssey. They are not excited for this. Me personally, I'm happy for it because I wanted that traditional Assassin's Creed like gameplay loop, and that was just missing on all the newer games. The newer games were just open world adventure games, I guess,
Yeah.
and it just got stale really quick. Like it was very grind heavy,
Mhm.
very like the grinding was like suck, especially in Origins. Like you really had to grind to level up to go ahead and move on to like the next area, and it got annoying. Then in Odyssey, I remember they allow you to buy a power up where it'll give you more XP, so it'll make the game easier. Like, nah, man. Like they really started monetizing Assassin's Creed. The worlds were beautiful, like specifically Odyssey world was beautiful, but it was just too big. So I'm glad that they're coming back with Mirage with that, just a city. You got to run around the city. Basically, what Assassin's Creed always was, or what it used to be.
Like the first and second one.
Yeah, exactly. First and second
Yeah.
one. What are your thoughts on Mirage?
Well, I mean, from the looks of it, they're bringing it back to its roots, which I'm all for. I
Mhm.
actually never played the other ones, Odyssey or um the freaking Viking one.
Valhalla.
Yeah, Valhalla.
Hmm.
Or Origins. I never played any of the more modern ones. I've only played 1 and 2
Okay.
and 3. Like those are the only ones I played. So them going back to more of the stealth mechanics, like I'm
Yeah.
all for that. Like I love like this stealth stuff because I remember playing like Metal Gear and I would
Yeah.
just try to like do the stealth
Yeah.
or playing Thief and doing the stealth.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it.
Yeah.
It looked
Same.
exciting, especially the skill they showed off where like you can tag 3 people and then like
Oh
somehow
yeah.
teleport and do instant kills. I'm
Basically,
like,
yeah, it had Splinter Cell vibes where you were able
yeah,
to tag and then shoot each. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, that's pretty cool. And the teleporting, I mean, I guess I think Bassam has like one of the, what is it called? Because before it was the Apple of Eden, and then you find out there's multiple artifacts that have the different powers. Because like in Odyssey, you find I think the staff that makes you live forever, and
okay.
I know Bassam has one of the weapons. I don't remember which one because in Valhalla, I think he explains that. But yeah, I did like that ability. That's pretty cool. I'm curious to see what else they're gonna add and how is this gonna add to the already existing Assassin's Creed lore because this is technically a prequel to Valhalla, so we're gonna learn stuff about Bassam. And I guess spoilers if you haven't been in Valhalla. I haven't been in Valhalla. I just went
I
in,
haven't played it, so you know.
I just YouTube searched the ending because I was like, nah, this game's too big. I'm not gonna finish it. Just let me know what the ending is. And that's how I knew who Bassam was and stuff like that. So pretty cool. Assassin's Creed Nexus is a VR experience. I missed that part of the show, but they did show it off. They show like you can do like Ezio. You can play as Ezio, Cassandra, or Connor from Assassin's Creed 3. It's gonna be available on the MetaQuest. It's basically, I mean, it's a VR game, so you know what to expect as with a VR first person game. I'm not a big VR guy, so I can care less. But for all you VR fans out there, yeah, you got Assassin's Creed Nexus for you. And then they showed off Assassin's Creed codename Jade, which basically lets you, customize your own assassin and play. It's a mobile game where you just play as an assassin. It looked pretty cool, or rather, what they said about it was cool. And I believe they showed it off in a previous event. They had like an Assassin's Creed Forward event where it's just Assassin's Creed stuff. I'm actually excited for it. Like I do
Yeah,
play mobile games from time to time. It kind of sucks that they're using the Chinese what is it like the Chinese representation just for a mobile game. I would have loved a more console or
yeah.
big game to use the Chinese like not lore because lore is a bad word. History.
Just
Here we go. Yeah, because I thought that would have been cool as an actual like full game, but nonetheless, I will play this if it's fun. They're saying it's gonna play like an actual Assassin's Creed game, so it's gonna be cool. What's up, Ash? Welcome to the podcast.
Hey guys, happy Father's Day to
Ah,
both of y'all.
oh,
So
thank
that's
you. Thank
Thanks,
you.
man.
Oh yeah, happy Father's Day. Oh, I already told you this morning. That's why I didn't say
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Uh Sensei didn't show up. I think he might have fell asleep or something like that. So um
no problem.
but yeah, we were just talking about the Ubisoft Forward event. Um we were discussing Assassin's Creed codename Jade. Did you catch the Ubisoft Forward event?
I did not actually forget about the whole event. I did
Oh,
see I did see them like posting about it a little bit, but I wasn't too interested to watch it anyway
mhm.
because I already got what I want from Ubisoft so far, which is a new Assassin's Creed game that they're making. I think so.
Yep, the Mirage game.
Yeah,
And then they had the mobile game, and then I mean they're making like 20 Assassin's Creed games at once. But
yeah.
yeah, they got the mobile game. Mirage looks good. And yeah, we were just discussing the codename Jade. It was also saying that it takes place in between the events of Odyssey and Origins, which is I want to say is quite a few 100 years between the two or something like that.
Hmm. I
Yeah,
mean, Chinese history is pretty long, so
yeah,
you got a lot to work with.
yep. So kind of cool there. You didn't watch the Star Wars Outlaws gameplay?
Is that the Star Wars Atlas? Is that the thing that they showed during the Xbox showcase? Is that the thing
They
you're talking about?
they showed the trailer, yeah, but then they finally showed the actual
They showed actual
gameplay.
gameplay.
Oh, I didn't see that one either.
Yeah,
I honestly I'm quite interested in that game based on the trailer and stuff,
yeah,
but I didn't know they released gameplay for it.
yeah. They released
So
gameplay. It's pretty good. You gotta watch it. It actually made me want to buy it day one. So
okay, that's good news to hear. So
yeah. All right. The other thing that Ubisoft showed off was the Crew Motorfest. Never played the Crew game. Personally, I'm not interested in the Crew game. So I guess if you're a fan of the Crew, that comes out September 14th, 2023. Um, yeah, I just don't care much for it. What about you guys?
I don't care for it either. Yeah.
And then they announced like an anime by the creator of what was it? Was it Castlevania, right? Yeah, I think the creator of the Castlevania series on Netflix called Captain Laserhawk: A Blood Dragon Remix. Cool, I guess. I guess we'll have to
Yeah.
wait to see if it's pretty good.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
and then the official release date to X Defiant coming this summer. Open beta starts this week from June 21st to the 23rd. We were talking about it. That might be our group stream for this week since it is a beta, so we can test it out and play. This is a free-to-play game, so it will be available on PS5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC. It's going to include 14 maps, 5 factions, 5 modes, 24 weapons in the first year. And then, of course, it's a live service game, so they will add to it. It's kind of replicating like Call of Duty. So it's trying to give Call of Duty a run for its money, and it's a free-to-play game. So it's kind of interesting. I guess we'll have to wait to see once we play it, see if it's worth it. And then Skull and Bones closed beta. I feel like we've talked about Skull and Bones quite a few times because
Is that just another like Sea of Thieves knockoff, or
you don't remember
That's
Skull
what
and
I'm
Bones? That's
hearing.
the pirate one that they announced like years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
We,
I keep hearing it getting delayed and
Yep.
delayed.
Yeah.
It's
We
it's like
keep
the boat version of Starfield.
we
Mhm.
keep talking about it and yet it never gets released. So I'm like
Exactly.
I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, it's one of those things. So it's like whatever. It's Skull and Bones. Who cares? No offense to the developers. And then the Division Resurgence, which is a mobile game coming this fall. Basically, it's supposed to have the full Division experience, but in mobile platform. Which to me, I'll be interested in it. I'll probably play around with it and see, because there's a lot of times where I'm just trying to kill time. So I might try it out. We'll see how it goes. And then there's a Jet Set Radio and Halo crossover for, I believe it is what is that game called? Riders Republic. There we go. Yeah.
wait,
So
it just said radio crossover?
yeah,
With what game?
Riders Republic. So it's like that. It's like a multi. I don't know how do you explain a game like this. It's like it's a battle royale, but it's all based off of like biking and mountain biking and paragliding. It
Huh.
has like a bunch of stuff going on in it.
That's cool. Let me look that up. That sounds cool. I like that.
Yeah, Naruto. I messaged him. He hasn't answered me yet. He might have been asleep or something. But yeah, there goes yeah, you got the Jet Set Radio and Halo crossover for Riders Republic.
Ah,
So
it's
yeah,
only $15.
yep. But yeah, it was interesting nonetheless. Like I felt like it was definitely needed because it was good to see all the Assassin's Creed news, the Prince of Persia news, the Avatar stuff. Like they did a deeper dive into the gameplay. They also did the Star Wars Outlaws gameplay, which made it look really good. So I thought it was a good, I would say a good like 8 out of 10 showcase in my opinion, which is rare because usually Ubisoft forwards for me are just like meh, you know, could care less. Now the other showcase, which was nowhere near as good as the Capcom showcase, is or no as near as the Ubisoft forward is the Capcom showcase. And then real quick, Naruto says, of course, MP is asleep. He's done it 3 times recently. It's a tired man working too hard.
Man, pretty much.
But yeah, the Capcom showcase. Did you? So I know you watched it, fan. What
Oh
about
yeah,
you, Ash? You watched it?
I seen it.
What do you
I
think
seen
about
it.
it?
So to begin with, it was bad. Yeah, in an objective standpoint. Subjectively, I love it because I love Ace Attorney, and I'm so glad they finally get to release the second part of the trilogy, which is the Apollo trilogy.
Yeah.
but both Spirit of Justice and Dual Destinies were kind of stuck on the mobile side of things, but now they're finally pushing into all the other consoles and stuff. So glad that's happening. On top of that, Shu Takumi, which is the creator of both the Ghost Trick detective game and Ace Attorney series. I love him. He came out trying to speak everything on English, and he was like, "Hey, listen, dog, I did all this, so do me a favor. Learn some Japanese." He called all of us out. I was like, "Okay, I got you on that. I got you on that." I commend them for that. So, in a subjective standpoint, that was kind of one of my favorite Capcom showcases, mainly because of that. But besides from that, overall, I'm pretty sure most people didn't like it at all because the content that we already seen before.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that there's like two things on the Capcom showcase that looked decent. Which one of them we already saw because it was on the Xbox showcase, which is Kunitogami, Path of the Goddess.
Yeah, I'm surprised they showed that again.
I know, like you already showed it on the Xbox showcase, so they didn't really add anything new that wasn't already showed. Like it didn't like maybe like a couple more seconds of trailer, and then the other one was that's it kind of looked like Death Stranding, but you're an astronaut.
Pragmata.
Pragmata. Yeah, that did look cool. I'm just like, man,
it looked interesting.
Cool. Can't wait. And then
it looked
a little Noshiro was like, oh no.
But like other than that, everything else is just like, why?
Yeah. So
they spent too much time on Extra Primal again. I'm like, oh no.
Going down the list, they showed Dragon's Dogma 2 again, which was showed already at the Sony State of Play, and this time it was the same trailer. They just did a little bit like deeper dive on what's going on, and basically everything they explain is just the exact same thing that we know that Dragon's Dogma is about, minus that the world is going to be a bigger open world. Like that's really it. The pawn system's coming back, which we already kind of saw in the trailer. I felt like, okay, like you could have had this on like the PlayStation blog or something. This could have been like a press release. This is not something we needed to see all over again. Then the Pragmata delayed, which I thought was funny because it's a trailer to announce that it's still in development and is being delayed with that note at the end. I was like, okay.
Yeah. I felt sad about it because like the thing is, I forgot about the game, right?
Yeah.
But they came up with a new-ish trailer, I guess, and it looked pretty nice. It looked pretty cool. It sounded like something I definitely want to get day one. But they're like, no, man, not this year. Next year? Question mark. So they're not even sure it's going to even release next year.
Yeah.
At that point, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of those things that's like the game was announced originally when the PS5 was announced, right? And they showed it off. So it's like it's been a while. You got PS5 was officially announced 2019, right?
Yeah, it was announced 2019 and it got released in 2020.
Yeah. So it's been 4 years since the announcement. It goes back to the thing like don't show a game off until there's gameplay, in my opinion. Like, because then it's like you get hype. Final Fantasy 16 was kind of like that, but now we're actually getting it to this year, which is nice. But stuff like this, you get Pragmata, and Capcom is infamous for that. Because if you remember when the PS4 was announced, they also showed Deep Down, which was like it looked like a Souls-like game. It never came out. Like
I actually forgot about that game. Wow.
Yeah, it looked good. We're like, oh wow, this is PS4 graphics is gonna look amazing. Never came out, and I thought this was kind of the same thing. Like, all right, Capcom showed off another game that's never gonna come out, and I guess we'll have to wait to see if the game will actually come out, or is it just gonna be one of those that, empty promises basically. But yeah, then they showed off Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney Trilogy. I know Ash, you're a fan of that, so the minute I saw that, I was like, "Oh, Ash would be happy about that because he likes Ace Attorney
super
games.
Happy. I'm glad that this is coming onto all platforms, which means it will grant accessibility to everyone to what's greatness. Now, in my personal opinion, the peak was Ace Attorney Trial and Tribulations. That's like the best one up to date. Despite the fact even the great Ace Attorney is out, which those games are great. It's just. I'm just glad that people have more access to it. That's all it is. It's all about preservation at the end of the day. And on top of that, I think they're also selling a physical copy of that too. So I'm like, nice, perfect.
Yeah, I've yet to play an Ace Attorney game, but the soundtrack is dope. I love the soundtrack.
Play it, bro. Play. You can get on PC, get on everything, bro. You can get on your Switch.
I don't know if it's my style of game, but just turn into an anime and I'll watch it.
There is an anime. Yeah, I
mean, so the anime only goes up to Trial and Tribulation. So that's I mean, at that point, that's fine.
There's also a live action movie too.
The live action movie is actually good too. It's actually good.
What I do
it's
like
one of the
is
few animations is good.
if you ever played Judgment, that's on PlayStation and Xbox, that's made by
I know Judgment.
the Yakuza team. They
Pretty
do
much, yeah.
nods to Ace Attorney because like every
yeah,
time
I know.
because you play as a lawyer, and then when you do the objection, he will do the Phaneckswhy like objection
Exactly.
move, and it's a clear nod to Ace Attorney. But yeah, I mean,
That's
Ace
also
Attorney
on
was
PC.
very
That's
popular.
also on PC as well.
What? Oh, Judgment.
Yeah, I think the
It
first
is.
one. I don't know about the second one.
Second one is on PC, I believe, as well.
Yeah.
I believe so. It's also on the PlayStation Plus Premium, so you can just play them. Well, play the first one at least. I don't know about the second one, but I know you can play the first one on there. And then
Yeah.
it showed off more Exo Primal. Meh. We played the beta together, and I don't know. It's a pass for me. Excuse me, man. Every time I drink this energy drink, I always got to burp. I probably shouldn't drink this during stream. And then Ghost Trick, which you talked about earlier, which again, I remember Ghost Trick being very popular, but
They already showed it earlier this year.
exactly, they showed it already, and they just showed it again. Comes out June 30th. The demo.
They had to bring it back. They have to bring it up again because you have to remember too is that Ghost Trick is more of a niche series in the Capcom's catalog and stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, what they're saying is, if actually after that, there's an article that came out from the director saying that, hey, listen, if we get enough sales, we'll make a sequel to Ghost Trick because Ghost Trick is one of those gems that you definitely have to play.
Yeah.
And stuff. And I'm glad it's coming out to like I said, to other consoles, including PC and everything. And on top of that, they're also saying, hey, there's a demo out, so try it out and see if you like it or not. So that's why they had to do it.
I remember when it came out on DS, it was very popular. So I'm interested in it because I do like the puzzle aspect to it. So I guess we'll have to wait to see. It's also available on mobile too.
You could play it for a stream. It's demo.
Yeah, I could. That's true. And then why do I have so much trouble pronouncing this game? Kunitsugami. Path of the Goddess. Yeah. I always have trouble pronouncing this game.
Kunitsugami.
Path of the Goddess. I'll let you guys say it. They showed it the same trailer all over again with nothing extra. I thought we were gonna see like more gameplay or anything like that, but nope, just the same trailer.
I think the only difference is they explain more about the lore of the game, but that's really about it.
Yeah, I think you're right. They did explain a little bit more.
Yeah,
that's about
it.
Yeah,
because it's literally the same trailer, but like on top of it, they're like, oh, this game is about this, and you got to do this. I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. Okay, cool. Could have just put down a blog post, I guess. So I don't know.
And then Mega Man X Dive Offline, which to my knowledge, I believe is because it's shutting down. So they're gonna have an offline version, so you don't have to worry about like the servers or anything like that. Which I enjoyed it. Like I played Mega Man X Dive for a little
no gotcha.
I don't know. That's a good question because that I did not see. I was trying to figure out like what was the difference, and I was talking to my brother, and he told me that the servers were shutting down. That's why they announced this. This is an offline version. I don't know if there's no gacha. I would assume so because you won't be able to buy anything.
Exactly. If the servers are shutting down, then like that means no gacha, which means awesome because I'll get all the characters I want by just simply grinding, like in a normal RPG game. So that's that's a win. That's a win in my book.
Yeah, there's even exclusive characters that are going to be only in the offline version that you couldn't get in the online version. But yeah, like I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool because you played through like classic Mega Man X stages, but you get to play also as different people from the Mega Man franchise. So you can be Zero, you can be like Zero from the Mega Man Zero franchise, you can be Mega Man.exe, you can be Mega Man Star Force. They had all the different Mega Mans that you can be, which is kind of cool. And they had like exclusive versions of those characters as well.
Yeah, I played a little bit on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, it's available on the Steam. That's right, it's available on PC as well. So interesting. I guess we'll have to wait and see how this turns out. Like what I don't know the full thing about it. Let me actually see if I can find that out real quick. See. Mega Man X Dive Offline. See if I can find out exactly what this is. The offline version of Mega Man. So you can transfer your data from offline to online. That's pretty cool. Straight for your characters, game data from various games are stored in several region T-Blog. Oh no, that's just a story. Product is offline version of Max. Online features as a battle mode, co-op, ranking, guild, and capsule are not included. Collaboration content such as characters and stages from other Capcom franchises are not available in the game. That's it. Doesn't even tell you much on this as well. Okay. But there won't be no co-op, which kind of sucks because I played the battle mode and the co-op a little bit, and I thought it was pretty fun.
Hmm.
Yeah, so just like it's just an offline version of the same
Yeah.
game minus features. So, is what it is. And I think that's it. Yeah, that was everything in the showcase for Capcom. I give this showcase a could have been an email out of 10.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, definitely not a needed showcase. But yeah. That was that. Now let's get into the highlight of today's podcast and the highlight of the week for me personally. That is that Final Fantasy 16 demo. Fan, you go first since you were just playing it. What are your thoughts? Or actually, Ash, you did play the demo, right?
Yep, because
Okay.
I didn't have to buy the PS5. My roommate has one. He's also planning on getting the game for himself, which means I'm going to be waiting for him to be finished so I could play it for free.
Nice. All right. Just wanted to make sure before we get into that. So, Fan, kick us off. What's your thoughts?
It was good. It was really, really good. I like any other Japanese game from Final Fantasy. I played in Japanese with English subtitles because that's just what I'm used to, and I also like that the character mouth movements matches up with what they're saying, so it just keeps me in the story.
Yeah.
And the story, so good, so far so good. It's basically Game of Thrones Final Fantasy version.
Basically, yeah.
And I even played the other challenge, the icon challenge, after you beat the demo.
Mm-hmm. What about
Excited
you?
to see what happens.
What about you, Ash? Real quick, Naruto says it's fire. We spinning back for our little brother and F the mom too. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Oh, the mom is basically Cersei. She is Cersei.
Maybe a little bit worse.
And
Because at least Cersei cared about her kids.
Yeah, probably worse. But then, the main character, he's basically Jon Snow.
He is Jon Snow, and many. I'm sure.
And he has a dog.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like when I saw the main character, like Clive, I was like, he's definitely Jon Snow was definitely the reference because he has basically a wolf dog, kind of like Jon Snow with a Ghost. He gets branded. He gets his black outfit, which is basically what Jon Snow gets when he's the Watch. He kind of does something similar to the Watch, where it looks like he is, I forget what they call them, but he's like a elite, like slave, I guess you could say, that they just throw him out there to go and fights for him. And then like there's a lot of things that remind me of Jon Snow. But yeah, Ash, what were your thoughts?
Oh, I almost slipped. Freaking love the demo with all my heart. My God, I listen. I was the reaction I got wasn't surprised because my man Yoshi P, he's a god amongst gods, and I'm just talking about the demo itself. The demo's only 2 hours and stuff. So that in and of itself was. I want more. Oh crap! Every time, Jesus. see, my camera's even excited for this game. So like, man, it's just everything about it. Now, the Game of Thrones reference that fan reference, obviously. I never even watched nor read the book of Game of Thrones, mainly because I wasn't interested at the time when people were watching it. If anything, it kind of turned me away. Game of Thrones, I kind of turned away from Game of Thrones when people kept talking about like the crazy stuff, like the most of the story that I keep hearing from like the friends of mine that keep talking about it is like, I watched it with my parents once, and then this random whole sex scene we saw. I'm just like, bro, that's not going to sell me on the series. Like, what else is there to talk about? Seriously. So I never went through it. I'm probably gonna like go ahead and read the book later on, I guess. Don't know when. So
yeah.
But other than that, story is great. Gameplay is awesome. I love the characters too. Now one pet peeve I may have is probably like the performance side of things and stuff, because I was trying to optimize the best way I possibly could, especially when it came to the performance preference. I was trying to at least get the game onto VRR, variable shit, and it looks good. It's just like there could have been some improvements and stuff, which Yoshi P already addressed, is that like they're gonna come out with some patches to further improve the frame rate. But like I tried to put on quality for one time, and that looked atrocious. Holy crap. It's just I think the motion blur literally just ruined the 30 FPS cap or something like that. So
Yeah.
I tried playing that, and I was like, man, I couldn't, which is why I switched back to performance. So like, yeah, it definitely could be approved upon. Which I mean, I'm fine with it since they already confirmed a PC version.
Yeah.
I'll just play the PS5 version for free, and once the PC comes out, PC version, I'll just buy that myself and enjoy it to its fullest. So what Yoshi P envisioned. So
Did they confirm a PC version?
yeah, they've been confirming that
When?
like weeks ago.
I
He,
didn't
he
know.
literally said once the game fully released, that's when they're gonna go ahead and switch on making the PC version and
Oh,
stuff.
I didn't know that because I remember him like being upset that people were gonna wait. He's like, "Go buy this on PS5
no,
now." I was like,
yeah. He said that the contract is gonna last for 6 months, and that's where they're gonna release it. But the thing is, Yoshi P wanted to put all his effort onto the PS5 version of the game, so that
Yeah.
way everything's ironed out. And he said once he's done with the release of that game, that's when he's gonna actually start the project for the port of the for the PC and stuff. So if anything, the PC port is probably gonna come out maybe literally next year in this month, or even later than that and stuff. Knowing him, if anything. So
yeah. What's up, Shu? Welcome to the podcast. Yeah, I mean, honestly, for me, the highlight. Well, I didn't have issue. I was playing in performance mode. I didn't have any issues with it. The only thing I had, and I don't know if it's the game or my monitor, was really bad ghosting, which I would assume
it's
is my
definitely your
monitor.
monitor.
Yeah,
Definitely
and-
your monitor.
Your monitor.
but it was only like it's only in performance mode because the minute I switched it to quality, I didn't get that.
So let me ask you a question.
yeah.
What is your monitor exactly?
It's an Acer monitor. That's all I know.
All right. The other question is
Mhm.
what refresh rate is it running at?
Well, it can go all the way up to 165 hertz.
Okay. Does it have VRR like
Yes.
FreeSync or G-Sync?
Yep.
Okay.
That's FreeSync on it.
So for you to fix that, right? You can enable VRR on your PlayStation 5 and stuff.
It
And
wouldn't
that should
let
get
me
rid of the
because
ghosting.
of the
It wouldn't let you?
Elgato. Because of the Elgato.
Oh, that
yeah.
that would do it.
Yeah.
It could have been that. Yeah. So.
The capture cards don't support that right now. I think the one that's coming out by Aver Media
Yeah.
will
Yeah,
be
it will.
Well, the new HD60X does.
Yeah.
I think
that
it's
one does,
G-Sync
yeah.
only though. It says.
Yeah.
So I would assume it does FreeSync, but it says G-Sync only, so it might not support this monitor neither. So
Yeah, I know Aver Media showed
Mhm.
off a new capture card during a Computex, and supposedly it has VRR capabilities.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's no way to do that. I'll have to figure out a way. But anyways, I didn't have an issue with the performance. The blur, I can get it. Like I hate motion blur. That's just me. Every time in every game I play, I always shut off motion blur because I hate it.
To add on top of that, Yoshi P did address that they're going to allow put in a patch for you to remove motion blur yourself.
I did see
So,
that.
there's
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did announce that 300 megabyte patch. It will be showed off, and or showed off. They will be available when the game launches. But yeah, it'll allow the patch to do that. And there's other like quality of life stuff. It's supposed to fix the frame rate issues and things like that. David said saying that he doesn't like motion blur. Yeah, I hate motion blur and camera shaking. Like I used to play Gears of War, and when the camera would shake when you run. That
Oh
would
yeah,
get me
when they're
dizzy.
running, I actually remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I would get very
remember that.
dizzy. And I was like, "Yep, I'm not playing this." But yeah, I hate stuff like that. So usually in every game, I shut off motion blur and that because it's just annoying. But anyways, yeah, going to the game, loved it. The story got me hooked. That ending of the demo, I was like, "What is going on?" Like that was hard to watch. Like seeing what happened with Clive, or not Clive. I'm sorry. What happened with Ifrit and like Phoenix, like that whole thing was crazy. The gameplay though was solid. Like at first I was like, I'm not sure if I'm really feeling it. It feels kind of like slow, but then when you do the icon challenge, you do like the second part to the demo, when you have all the different icon abilities, then I was like, okay, I see where the gameplay is going. And once you kind of learn it, it gets pretty fun. It's definitely more fun than Final Fantasy 15's one button press and it does everything on its own. So I do enjoy it. I don't like R1 as dodging, but at the same time, like playing it, I'm like, I don't know what other button you would put to dodge. So it kind of makes sense. I guess I'm just so used to Kingdom Hearts, where you press was it square to constantly dodge.
Yeah,
right?
you're right.
Or in other
Makes
games,
sense.
circles also to dodge. So like I'm so used to that, and it's like having R1 just feels awkward to me. But yeah, like everything about the game is great. Like the cinematics and like the boss fights are great. Like how you're fighting the Marlboro boss and he sucks you in, and then Clive goes ahead and jumps on top of it and jumps up, and like all the transition, you can see like Clive's face has like water because you're fighting in a swamp. Like I thought that was great. The game looks way better than the initial trailer that they showed off when the PS5 was first announced. Like everything about the game is great. Like looks amazing. It played amazing. Story got me hyped. Clive so far seems to be, he might be my favorite character.
Look who finally woke up.
Oh, Sensei's coming in. Naruto, you called Sensei in? Did you use your summoning jutsu?
You're not wrong on the wake up part, because I literally passed out in my chair.
Nice.
No, Naruto was calling you out. He's like, he lied to us. I was like, I don't know. He might have been asleep. So
I fall asleep at the drop of a hat now.
it's all good. Is that you're because you're streaming overtime, man? You're streaming like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, man.
Yeah, it's been a lot. How y'all doing?
Doing good.
Doing fine.
We're in the
Doing-
middle of
doing
talking
swell.
Final Fantasy 16. Why don't you give us your thoughts?
Oh, absolutely amazing. The mom, I love her.
Why would you like the mom, man? Screw her.
Hey,
Screw
man.
her.
Hey, she did nothing wrong. I think she's just trying to live her best life, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, by effing over everybody else, man. Screw her, man. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'll tell you this: the issue I have with the mom is she seems too generic. As like it looks like during my gameplay. If you watch my gameplay that's on YouTube, I'm here going there. It's like, oh, who's this character? Like, oh, it's the mom. I run by again. I see it's like, oh, who's this? Oh, it's the mom again. I was like, I just could not remember how she looked like. Even at the end when she appeared, it's like, who's this? I was like, is this the mom or is this somebody
ecstatic
else?
when I saw that at the end, I was ecstatic.
No,
Oh, she rocked like this. Interesting.
I'll give Sensei a minute. After the game comes out, who probably find somebody else. I hope. I mean, I don't know. I hope. Yeah. Like
you're not a Jill person.
No, she's basic to me. That's it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of theories going around on who the mom is. Some people were even thinking it's what's her name, Benditica or whatever, Bendica, Garuda, basically Garuda's icon. And I was like, they can't be. I don't think they're the same person. Even some of the dialogue might kind of hint that way, but I don't believe so. I think they're just two totally different people. They have different voice actresses, to my knowledge, because Benditica or whatever has like a different type of accent. Well, she has a different accent, like versus maybe it's not a different accent, but she sounds different compared to the mom. But I mean, I guess she could also be like if they're taking inspiration from Game of Thrones, she could be somebody who can change their face and their voice and stuff like that, but be the same person. That's always possible. But yeah, she seems interesting. What's his name seems pretty cool. Sid, who is in your party during the icons, he seems pretty cool. Like I was getting at Clive. I think he might become my favorite Final Fantasy character ever because I like him as a character. He's not the happy-go-lucky or the very serious type person. He's kind of, I don't know, true to form, I guess you could say. Like he's believable. If
Anyone peeped that the Ifrit looks like the Armored Titan in the face?
No.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. The way if you look at Ifrit in the face, he looks exactly like the Armored Titan from Attack on Titan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like his jaw and everything. Like,
you mean the Titan? You mean Titan? Ifrit? Because I was gonna say the Titan itself, the Titan icon looks like the Armored Titan. You sure?
I didn't see Ifrit in the face with his mouth and everything.
Yeah,
when he was fighting his brother.
Yeah,
looks exactly like Armored Titan.
I do remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. Let me double check because I do remember his face, and I'm like, it makes a bit more sense for the comparison. Let me see.
How do you spell icon? EIKON, right?
That's E-I-K-O-N, yeah, which is weird, but okay.
Now look at it again. Not really. Not that much actually.
No, yeah, here
maybe it's in the jaw movement.
Let me look at the armor. Let me look at the Armor Titan.
Yeah, so here goes this. I've it popped up. Oh shoot, where the heck is that thing? Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't see it.
Yeah, I can barely see the
Because like
resemblance. Never mind.
Titan actually looks like it. Where's Titan?
Hmm.
Yeah, right here. Like Titan looks like it. Cause like I was looking at Titan, it's like yeah, he definitely looks like a Titan from Attack on Titan.
If I find the scene, I'll show y'all.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cause I'm even looking here. Like that looks like it. Cause yeah, here's another one. If it looks like more like Godzilla, if anything. Like if you look at this picture, that's definitely Godzilla's face. Like see if it shows up on
Oh,
screen there.
I see what happened.
You see
So
that?
like there was a fight between Ifrit versus Titan, and I see what he's talking about. I think what happened is that you probably got Ifrit confused with Titan. I think because like I'll show you. Yeah. Let's see. Copy image. I guess let's post this in open fields.
Or you have a URL link or something?
No, I
Oh.
just copied the image from
Because
Google.
I've
So
seen
yeah, there's a fight between Ifrit and Titan and stuff.
there's
And
a
then when they were
Ifrit
zooming in on his
versus-
face, I can see the resemblance, but that's Titan's face instead of Ifrit. That could have been that. I don't know.
It. I'll have to go back to the pod. I'll go
Yeah.
with it for now. But
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like he looks like a lot like if you look at his face, he looks like Godzilla. Yeah, they would have different looks. But yeah, going
Yeah,
back.
it kind of looks like Godzilla.
Yeah, because like
or even like an older rendition of Bahamut without the wings.
yeah. Well, if you look at this picture, so if you look at the stream and look at the give it a second to like show it off. Yeah, if you look at the
It's like
stream now.
You see an ad.
Oh, it's showing an ad. Okay, give it a second for the ad to stop. Yeah, there's like 2 more ads playing after this. So we'll wait for these ads to finish.
No, there I do see what you're talking about. It does. Maybe I did get it mixed up.
That's what I said. Like I think you got it because if you look at Titan, I have Titan over here. I'll make that bigger once this last ad.
Titan was the one that was fighting Shiva
Yeah.
at the beginning.
Maybe that's the one you're thinking of. Yeah, because in the beginning it was Shiva versus Titan, and that definitely looks like the Colossal Titan, or
No,
not
the Armor
not
Titan.
the Armor Titan. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. The ad should be done. There we go. Yeah. So if you look at it now, like if you look at the face, that's definitely Godzilla in my opinion. If you look at the stream. Sorry, YouTube guys. We have Twitch had ads, so I had to wait. But yeah, so that's definitely Godzilla. And then you have the Titan right here. That looks like the Armored Titan for sure. So give it a second to show up on the stream here. There you go. Yeah, because that's definitely the Armored Titan right there. With the Titan icon versus Armored Titan. Let's see if there's a better picture. No, it's just Titans fighting. Never mind. Yeah. It's like, yeah,
No,
this is something better,
this
but
is-
it's just a bunch of Titans. Like, never mind. I don't want to get into spoiler territory because who knows what they might show.
No, it's fine. I'll switch the topic here. This is a small little topic from Reggie Fils-Aimé. He posted a Father's Day photo, and the main subject of the photo is his foot, and everybody's roasting his foot. And he replied through all comments saying expected more mother references than comments about my foot. God, man.
That's
gotta
funny.
love this man.
Oh, but yeah. Other than that, like as far as Final Fantasy 16 goes, I'm hyped. Can't wait. Thursday can't come soon enough. It actually ruined my week because now when I look at it, I'm like, man, Christian Naruto Uzumaki, hello, I'm new. Welcome,
man.
Supposedly new. He's not new. That's Naruto from Twitch.
Of course. Of course.
Unless somebody else has the same exact name.
Now we need to find a way to hack his name and call
how we
Boris
can figure out. Here's how we can figure out. Let's see. Christian Naruto Uzumaki. Do you believe Naruto is mid?
I believe Boruto's dad is mid. I'm just kidding.
So his dad is the same person. He's like, no. Somebody was actually putting the reference of Player Essence. He was saying that it reminds him of Naruto because every kingdom has an icon. It's like every village had a Jinchuriki.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, so because you have one has like Bahamut, the other one has Titan, and so forth. I can see like the reference and the going back and forth between the two, where they took inspiration from Naruto. So does that mean that Clive joined the Akatsuki, and that's why he's hunting down all the other icons?
Honestly, I mean, I could definitely see him going down that route because literally everything is slowly crumbling around him and stuff. He was just fine. When he was younger.
So then
I followed anything my mommy told me to do.
So is Clive secretly, I guess would he secretly be? No, he wouldn't be that. I was gonna say, could he secretly be Obito, but he couldn't because maybe he's secretly Itachi. I don't know.
Honestly, I'm just worried about him because obviously there's a lot of things that we obviously saw in the demo or to like, wow, I guess Cloud doesn't know about that. Yeah, let's wait until he finds out what actually happened, and yeah, he's gonna be more depressed from there. So at this point, I don't expect a good ending for Clive. Yeah. I'll say that much because he is on his own path. Yeah. He's not trying to be the hero. He's just trying to accomplish his own goals.
But maybe it's another Naruto thing though. Maybe that wasn't him that did that, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe there's like there's two Nine Tails. There was the evil side that was stuck in Minato, and the other one that was in Naruto. Maybe it's the same thing. Even though Clive, we see in the trailers, he has Ifrit. Maybe he has the good Ifrit, and then there's also an evil Ifrit out there.
Nah, I think that's just Ifrit.
Well, remember, there's in one of the trailers, there's two of them fighting each other. He has to fight another one, so I'm saying like maybe
Clive is still gonna blame himself though because he technically is the guy who's supposed to control Ifrit of anything.
Well, maybe he thought. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's two. You never know.
Come to me, Ifrit.
You gotta remember Clive's personality. He was supposed to protect Joshua. So the fact that he knew that he controls Ifrit and he sees Ifrit killing the Phoenix,
well, he doesn't
he's
know
still gonna blame himself.
He doesn't know he's controlling him. He doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't. Remember, he's not
until later on.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't know. He's not an icon, or like he's not an icon. Even like in the beginning of the game, he's not. He's not a.
Is a dominant
or dominant? That's what it is. Yeah, he's not a dominant. So it's like so he doesn't know any of that. That's why. Because remember, he was. If you read the lore,
I know he doesn't know it. Yeah, what I'm saying is that when he does find out later on that he was able to control Ifrit, he's gonna still blame himself that he couldn't hold Ifrit back from killing Joshua because
I don't think so. I don't think the story's gonna go that way.
I'm on the quest to win my mother's love.
Sure, man.
Oh man, Naruto says Final Fantasy inspired by peak Naruto. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's more inspired by peak Game of Thrones. And Naruto says, damn, why NP nails so damn long? Put your hands together and say period.
I mean, hey, I don't know.
My nails are the best out here.
Oh, man. But yeah, Final Fantasy 16, day one buy for me. What about you guys?
Day one, maybe. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel. I'm definitely gonna play it.
I mean, I would day one buy it myself if I have a PS5, but my room is gonna do it, so it is what it is. I'm playing the game for free, so I'm not gonna. Despite the nuances I have with performance, I'm not complaining as much because I'm not gonna be buying the PS5. So it is what it is.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm about to give up some other stuff to make way to buy it. I still need to beat Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, I haven't beaten Tears of the Kingdom, but I already told you guys my rule. If I never beat it, that means the game lasts forever. So, yeah. No, I'm definitely getting a day one. I will be streaming it Thursday, so definitely catch out the stream on Thursday. And also, I think Sensei. Well, I guess maybe we shouldn't say it on stream because Twitch be weird. But Sensei did start his channel on another platform, so keep an eye out for that. Definitely. So that brings us to video game 20 questions. But before we do that, Sensei, was there any mobile gaming news you have to share for the week?
No. Ever since I fixed my capture card, I've become more than just a mobile game streamer, so I have no idea what's going on in that space anymore.
You've been doing I saw you were playing Spider-Man the other day.
Yeah, I'm running through Spider-Man Miles Morales, all the way into Spider-Man 2 when that comes out.
Nice.
I'm actually holding my gameplay back for Spider-Man. I have the Spider-Man remaster on PC and stuff, so I'm waiting a little bit, and then once is the right time for me to do so, I'm gonna finish up Spider-Man remaster, then play Miles Morales, and then by the time I'm finished with that, which it should be a short playthrough, Spider-Man 2 should be around the corner. And again, my room is gonna buy Spider-Man 2 on PS5, so.
Nice.
That's funny because like I've been testing Spider-Man through remote play, but I was like I'm gonna pay the extra $10 so I can get the PS5 upgrade, and I was gonna finish that on stream and then go through Miles Morales because I still have yet to play Spider-Man or Miles Morales. But since I have PlayStation Plus, I was like I'll finish Spider-Man, then I can play Miles Morales, and then go from there. David just redeemed Hydrate, so everybody get your hydration on.
Yeah, I need to play Miles Morales 2 before the new Spider-Man 2 comes out.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it.
I just haven't started it.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that, fan, because like I said, the game is short, so you could probably get that done within like the weekend.
Isn't it like 5 hours or something like that? Maybe 10.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming weekend because he's also a father too. He has other things to do, so yeah, the weekend.
Looks like Julian also redeemed Hydrate. Oh man.
No, Archer Strike, man.
And posture check. He's calling out Sensei on that posture check.
My arms are up.
All right, and that brings us to video game 20 questions. Whose turn was it?
I honestly don't remember.
I don't know either.
I don't remember either.
Who was the last person that went?
I think it was Mike.
I think it was Mike.
Was it? So that would be you then, fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you have a game in mind?
I thought fan went before Mike, right?
I don't remember. You wanna reset and start with me?
Well, I've got a game in mind.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right.
Before we start, give me a second because I gotta use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
That water's getting me. Carry the conversation, Ash or fan.
So guys, the viewers, I definitely actually uploaded something on my channel for once. It is a short. It's not available yet, but it's going to be live tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's also a mobile game. A mobile game that Sensei does not play. That Sensei that has no auto button. So, but yeah,
it's not like FGO or nothing, right?
No, it's not. It's pretty much Genshin. So,
all right. So let's talk about your shirt. Did you see the live action trailer?
Okay.
How you feel about that?
Zoro looks cool.
Okay, so I'm already on the oof camp to begin with because I can never see a One Piece as a live action form to begin with because
They're asking for a lot.
One Piece esque is going to be.
His voice was a little cringe.
I'm scared for my Nakama.
Bro, and then like so I will give it a shot. I'll give it a one episode type of deal because I do feel some of the costumes that they're wearing are like decent. What the one thing I didn't like is Nami's, mainly because of the color hair that she had, because I feel like more of her natural brown and orange should have stayed in from the earlier screenshots of the
Yeah, they said it was a wig.
The live act. Yeah, which is a wig. I wish it didn't. I wish it didn't switch to the wig. I wish it just stuck with the natural brown color and mix them with some orange dye with it. That would have been nice. But there's a lot of things. I definitely need to watch the first episode. Which
the guy that plays Luffy, his voice was a little cringe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, slightly. Yeah.
Talking about the One Piece trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and going the whole gum pistol. I'm like, no, sorry.
That's how I envision it, and it's not gonna bode well. I can tell you that much. But I'm still gonna watch the first episode and see how it goes.
I haven't watched the trailer yet. Was it that bad?
It's going to be cringe. What else are you going to expect?
Yeah. I will say the guy that plays Zoro was cool.
Yeah, he did decent.
He was cool.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They made Buggy the clown to look too scary, which makes no sense.
I feel like that's the only way they could.
I actually kind of like that.
I just don't like when Zoro said like heroes don't call out their moves. Like bro. Yes, like I don't
No, he
know
didn't
why
say
you
Everybody
that.
mentioned that.
does.
No, he didn't say that.
Everybody does.
What he says, like, all he said was like, "No, they don't." That's all he said.
Yeah,
It was
but I
because
was
Luffy
like,
says all heroes call them. He's like, "No, they don't."
let me tell you something. If I don't hear Zoro yell out three sword style, like I'm gonna be upset.
I know live action Luffy sounds a bit more smarter than
But
the actual anime Luffy. To
the
be
small
honest, so.
scene we saw of him doing the sword fighting was actually kind of cool. That was
Yeah,
all about it.
that was pretty decent.
I haven't seen that. I wonder if I play the trailer, will I get copyright strikes?
Don't play the trailer. Don't play the trailer.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
anything, what you want to do is that if you want to like make that as content, you can do like a short of the live reaction of the trailer if you want to do that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so.
And Netflix even released like the teaser trailer, not the teaser trailer, but a teaser of the Last Airbender.
I did see
Oh, yeah,
that.
one I didn't check out.
I haven't seen that yet.
It
how
didn't really
was it,
show
fam?
anything. You didn't really show anything.
They show
That
like
was
the
the only
guy
thing.
as Aang, the actor as Aang.
No, it didn't show anything. It was just like the symbols for like water, earth, fire, air, like
That's
repeatedly over and
interesting,
over again. And then
'cause
it
I
says
saw
coming
one-
soon.
I saw screenshots of like
Those were
some parts of it.
pictures. Those were pictures that they just released on Twitter. It wasn't part of
Oh,
the
it's
teaser.
not part of it. Oh,
Yeah.
It's like
I
an
thought it
actual
was.
teaser.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was an
all
actual
right.
teaser. It was an actual trailer. Yeah, I was a little disappointed in that.
Interesting. Okay.
So
But-
before we do video game 20 questions, I did forgot to call out the music to Final Fantasy 16. That
Oh,
boss
Soken,
song,
baby!
Yeah.
I love Soken so much.
That-
Soken never fails me. This
Like-
man never fails me.
I don't know why I forgot, but like the boss song has been in my head for like the last like week since I played the demo, and I've just listened to it over and over again because that boss song's just just so good. I can't wait to hear the rest of the soundtrack.
I religiously play that only that one song they only release on both Spotify and Apple Music. I'm pretty sure that's the boss song, to be honest with you.
Which one
Whatever
was
the
it
name
on
was.
Spotify and Apple Music? Oh, which one
Yeah,
is that?
they
Hold up.
released that way before the demo came out. It's called Find the Flame. It's called Find the Flame. I'm pretty sure that's the boss song because it sounds hella boss like, if anything. So
I'm gonna have to listen to it. I don't think that's the boss song was the one that plays when you fight the dragoon and the Malboro.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that.
Yeah.
I think the Find My Flame came from the music when it became between the Phoenix and Ifrit. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that dragoon fight, we didn't even mention that, but that dragoon fight was pretty dope too. Like,
Yeah, I've been playing this ever since I was done with the demo at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I can't believe I actually stood up until 4 o'clock in the morning and just played that fucking. I was ready, like I was ready for that shit, man. So yeah, it was fucking. I mean, it was freaking dope, man. It's just Find My Flame, Soken, I love you. I always love this man.
Yeah.
He's a god. That's all I gotta say about that.
That dude, huge props to him. You guys don't know Soken, listen to his work in Final Fantasy 14. Dude's a hard worker. Like while he was in the hospital getting treated for cancer, he still was working on the music for the game, which is crazy. Like he literally
Yoshi P's development of his whole team reminds me of One Piece because if you guys ever seen that one like live stream for 14, bro, the way he was calling out to Soken and everything,
he was
crying.
too.
I'm like, bro, that's a team I want to be on. Like
Ken Masters, we appreciate you too, man.
Right there. I don't know with some of y'all how when you apply for your jobs and stuff and you see stuff like, oh, we're a family culture and stuff, and that typically turns you away and stuff. That right there, that team, Yoshi P's team, is family.
Ash, real quick. How do you say we appreciate you in Creole?
Who asked that question?
I'm asking you that question.
I forgot. I don't know.
You forgot? Oh man.
All I know, Sapase, Nabule. So Sapase means what's up.
Yeah, I know that
Nabule
means what's up.
I'm doing fine. So yeah.
I'm trying to say to our boy Ken Masters, who's always been out here helping us get things done. You know, he's the one that actually sent. Where is it at? The Backbone controller, which I'll be doing a review on. I don't remember where it went.
Yeah, I need to. I need to try to get around learn my own language and stuff. Just the thing is, it's hard. My father, he knows it, but he just speaks it and like can't explain it. I guess I need to find like different sources. I guess I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah. Duolingo.
That's funny. I tried that. It doesn't work for me.
No, it doesn't work. I tried it for Japanese and it doesn't work for me neither.
Yeah.
Anime works better. All right, let's go ahead and do that video game 20 questions. So, I guess, are you ready, fan?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
Does this game have a main character? No, I'm just kidding. See, did this game come out before the year 2007?
Yes.
Okay, so it could
All right,
be
all right.
SNES, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2.
You do want to narrow it down and be like the game came out before after 2000?
Trying to think, yeah. Did the game? Yeah. Did the game
That
come
was
out?
an
All right.
infancy, but yeah.
Did the game come out after 2000?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Wasn't even thought of. Cool.
It wasn't. Sensei, you say you were born in 2004?
One.
One. Oh, okay, interesting. Cool.
Did the game come out on the Super Nintendo?
No.
Okay, so maybe Sega Genesis, or shoot, could have been 64.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, didn't in 64 came out like 96, 97?
Yeah, it could have been
Yeah.
that. Shoot.
Wait, why? Oh, okay, all right.
No, I wasted a question. I should have asked that.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's fine.
Well, I guess it could have been. It could have came out also on Game Boy Color. Did this game come out on the Nintendo platform?
No.
Okay,
Okay,
so it's not a Nintendo. So it could be Sega or PlayStation.
Sega.
Bro, now I gotta go back through my old Sega archives in my brain.
Did this game come out on the Sega platform?
Oh, I hope not.
The only Sega game I know is Sonic.
No.
Thank
Okay,
God.
so it's gotta be PlayStation.
We're safe. A little.
Did this game come out on the PlayStation 1?
Yes.
Okay,
Sweet. Okay. Cool.
PlayStation 1. It's probably exclusive. Is this a JRPG?
I'm gonna say no.
No.
I don't categorize. Well, I guess it depends on who you talk to.
Is
But
it?
I'm gonna
Based
say
on
no.
the
I'm
based
gonna
on the
say
week based on the wiki, I'm assuming
I'm
you have
gonna-
the wiki out.
I'm gonna say no.
No.
Okay. All right.
All right. So if
I
you
mean,
say no,
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Okay, then that's the case. We should like narrow down the studio.
probably Square Enix. Like I don't know who else.
Well, we still don't know the genre, and it's PS1 platform, so it can still be anything at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
So
also Naughty Dog.
he's saying no.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not JRPG.
Yeah.
So by JRPG I mean like a Japanese made RPG.
Mhm.
Like the studio from Japan, like Square
Yeah.
Enix, developed this game, which is they developed this game, which is an RPG.
Like, is it a Japanese made RPG? Not like I'm not saying JRPG because I know some people use the term JRPG for like turn based. I'm talking about like is this a Japanese based made RPG? So you're saying
Then
no, that it's
yes.
not made by Japanese?
I
Wait,
mean,
wait.
the developer is Japanese, but the genre I would not consider it as JRPG.
Like you want to consider the game as an RPG then, right?
Yeah,
So
this is
instead,
confusing.
instead
So
it'll be
here-
like
let me rephrase the
it'll be like a
question.
Japanese it'll be like a Japanese fighting game or a Japanese
No, I
adventure
think
game.
I
Is
think
that
he
what you
was
mean,
I
or-
think he was taken as in like turn based. Like it's not like a turn based game. That's why he was saying he won't consider it a JRPG because a lot of people use the term JRPG to be turn based.
Yeah, I guess. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So let me
that's how it
rephrase the
started
question
as.
and let me know this is what you meant. Was this a Japanese made RPG?
So it's kind of hard to do that when reframing the question because I already answered your first one.
So we might also
okay.
count this as the
So
second
we'll count
question.
it.
Then,
Yeah,
if we
we'll
want to do
count it as
that.
the second question then. Yeah. Was it a
So
yes?
if it's an RPG made by a Japanese developer, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting. All right. All right. Let's say
Because when you say JRPG, you're talking about genre, but Japanese made RPG is not genre. That's
the way I take
developer.
it. Because, like, for example, Western RPG, I always mean by a Western-made studio RPG. Like, but I get
So
what
then
you're
you can
saying.
just say RPG.
That's true. All right.
I was non-existent. Good luck.
Let's see.
Okay. I need to think back. Let me see.
They're
can't
saying that
think
it's
back.
an RPG,
You're right.
so it's not turn-based. So it could technically be like a Tales game.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to remember like all the Tales games. The
Tales
problem
of
is
Fantasia, I think was the first one there.
no Tales of Fantasia got released back on the SNES.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and the other thing too is that like the one thing we agreed on is that we can't do a game that was only released in Japan because technically
Was
Tales
that
of
only?
Fantasia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Japan only.
Okay.
The only way for you to play that is for you to get a fan translation for the SNES. And I think there was a remake for the GBA, but
Yeah.
still Japan only. I don't know if there was I have to think back if there was a Tales game on the PS1 that was also released both in the US and Japan.
Yeah, wasn't Tales of Destiny released or no? Or was
I think
Tales of the Abyss the first?
Tales of the Abyss released on PS2.
PS2,
Yeah, and then Tales of Symphonia released
that's
on
true.
GameCube.
That was before Tales of the Abyss, yeah. So it wouldn't be any of those.
I could be missing that one particular Tales game on PS1, which that I think that particular game was also Japanese only. And the reason why I remember that because my roommate is also a big Tales fan, and he's like into the that particular one on the platform because of the amount of combos you can do.
There's also Star Ocean.
Unfortunately, I'm not a huge head on Star Ocean, so they got me there too.
That would have been Squaresoft.
So if anything, what we can try to do is that we can try to like narrow down like the developer, to make things easier and stuff.
Well, let's start with Squaresoft then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Was this game developed by Squaresoft?
No.
Okay.
Wait. Squaresoft?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, because at that time there was no Square Enix. Enix was
Exactly.
his own company, as Squaresoft was his own company.
Yeah, Squaresoft. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. So now
I know it just as Square, so that's why I was like, wait.
Oh.
So that means Tails. We can just push that out.
So you said yeah. So you said yes. It was Squaresoft.
It's made by Square. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, we
it's
just
gotta be
push
Star
Tails
Ocean,
out.
Yeah. Star Ocean or Vagrant Stories would be the only other ones.
Played neither of those, unfortunately. Holy crap, man!
I mean, I haven't played Vagrant Stories, but I know what it's about.
I heard of Vagrant Stories, and I also know of.
There's
Star
also
Ocean.
Brave Fencer Musashi. That was like a Zelda-like. You never played Brave
Call
Fencer
upon the
Musashi?
ancestors.
I heard only a little bit of that game, unfortunately. Only a little bit. Man.
It's pretty fun. Really good game.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. So let's get this out of the window then. Was this game, I guess technically it would have been published by Squaresoft. So was this game developed by TRE? Yeah, TRE would have been the studio.
No.
No? Okay. So it's not Star Ocean.
Okay.
So it's probably Brave Fencer Musashi or Vagrant Stories.
What was Vagrant Story? No, I shouldn't ask you that question. You say you haven't played that game, right?
Yeah, it's an action RPG based in Ivalice, the world of Final Fantasy 12 and Final Fantasy Tactics.
Interesting.
I mean, there's also Final Fantasy Tactics, I guess, technically. Because you can technically say that's a tactics game, not a JRPG.
Yeah.
Is this game based in Ivalice?
Ivalice?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Can't Google
Pro-
search
pro-
it.
pro-
Hold on.
Probably
How do you spell
probably know
Ivalice?
probably know the name.
Ivalice.
Oh, you're talking about no.
No, okay.
Yeah.
So it's got to be Brave Fencer Musashi. That's the only other. How many questions do we have?
Hold on. Let me count.
Okay.
You said yes if it was trice.
Yeah.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 questions.
11 questions left, or that's how many we've used?
That's how many you've used. So
Okay.
you've got
7 questions and a guess.
yeah.
All right. Do you play as a samurai in this game?
Yes.
Gotta be
There we
Brave.
go.
It's gotta be Brave Fencer Musashi. That's the only one. Is it a Zelda like? Or is this game a Zelda like? Bushido Blade? I think Bushido Blade was a fighting game.
I don't know if I consider it a Zelda like.
Yeah, I think that's more like a debatable like or
Debatable?
subjectable question right there and stuff.
Because I could have sworn that was always considered a Zelda like, but I guess yeah. What does the wiki say? The wiki usually will say it. Okay. Is there a sequel to this game?
No.
Okay, so it can't be Brave Fencer Musashi because there is
Hold
another Brave.
I
Actually,
don't think so.
well, I wouldn't
Yeah, I
call
don't
it a
think there's
sequel. There's multiple games in
Yeah.
the series. It's not really technically a sequel, I guess. So is there multiple games in the series? There we go. Threads of Fate. I'm not sure what.
Like numerical, like 1, 2. Like
No,
is that
like
what you
there's
mean?
just multiple games with the same name.
Oh, no.
It can't be Brave Fencer Musashi because there's a PS2 Brave Fencer Musashi.
Well, we got one of the things right. You do play as a samurai.
I don't
Yeah.
think there's a second one. I'm looking through here. I don't see anything about a second one.
Or well, what about any like spinoffs?
All right. How about this? Did this game? Shoot, what was it? Did this game come with a demo to Final Fantasy VIII?
That's a really specific question right there.
That's what Brave Fencer Musashi came with. It came with a demo to Final
Yeah.
Fantasy VIII.
I
That's
do
how
miss
I
the
know
old. I do miss the old days of demo disc and stuff. Do you guys remember the whole? There was they were selling this whole disc full of like
Yeah.
demos from different games. You guys remember that?
Yep. I used to get demos all the time. That's how I played Metal Gear
Yeah.
Solid.
Okay, so I guess there is a sequel.
It's got to be Brave Fencer Musashi. How about that demo disc? Did it come with a demo disc to Final Fantasy VIII? It's got to be Brave Fencer Musashi. See, the reason why I know is I remember I played Brave Fencer Musashi on a demo and fell in love with it. And then I bought it later on. And then it came with a demo to Final Fantasy VIII. And then that's when I bought Final Fantasy VIII right after.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but from a Google search, it says yes.
Is the game Brave Fencer Musashi?
Yes, it is.
That's what I know. I was like, I know there's a second Brave Fencer Musashi because we had it on PS2. The music was pretty dope. You had to fight like the Wind Guardian, and she had a cool like song that you fight her as. The second, yeah, it's pretty cool if you look it up. Brave Fencer Musashi, the PS1 game was definitely Zelda-like in nature. It was like that isometric view, but it's also more RPG-ish. So maybe a little bit more.
I don't really consider isometric because isometric is your
Oh,
more top-down.
I remember this character.
This for me, it's more like at an angle where it's almost kind of like running this
Is
way.
it? Let me see.
Yeah.
I actually remember the main character. Wow.
It's not isometric like Zelda.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen this around. Interesting.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's like at an angle. Yeah, so it's more like
it's kind of like if you took Crash Bandicoot and then shifted it this way.
Yeah.
So
Also,
so that's why I'm like I don't really consider it like a Zelda like because you're not doing top down. You're doing from a weird side angle.
Yeah, I could see that. But yeah, it was a pretty cool game. I enjoyed it. I might have to get that and play that on my Steam Deck.
All right, so now the main question is, would you still consider Brave Fencer Musashi a JRPG, James?
Would I
Now we know what
consider
the game
it? I
is.
mean, well, it's
Yeah.
Japanese RPG. I mean, I guess you could say it's more of an action RPG because it
See,
has
that's what I
action
was pushing for.
elements. Yeah, it has more action elements to it. So yeah, like
See, I don't really consider it a JRPG. It's more of an action RPG because you're
yeah,
running around.
this one
Almost
is
almost hack and slash ish.
yeah.
And
Well,
look
yeah,
at
it has
that.
RPG elements to
yeah.
it. I'm trying to see.
Yeah.
Because I could
me
have sworn
see.
that the whole point they came up with Brave Fencer Musashi was like they wanted a Zelda like. Trying to see if there's like a
Bro,
development here.
somebody's trying to sell a sealed copy for $2,500.
Sakaguchi helped develop this game. What? I did not know that.
Luckily, you can get one pre-owned for $80. I guess. God, man, Jesus.
Trying to find that profit.
Yeah, a lot of older games are worth so much. That's why emulation has gotten a lot more popular.
Yeah, I know some people don't like digital stuff, but listen, digital to me is only good if you can emulate it because you can actually keep the actual files and still play it on a different device you want to do.
I mean, you can always crack it, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I mean, I found an article that says people thought it was Square's response to Ocarina of Time, but it's like its own unique game.
Yeah, it says right here. Yeah, it says
Yeah.
Reception. It says all 3 reviewers compared it to Zelda. Yeah.
I don't think of it as Zelda though. Like
To me, it felt
Yeah.
Zelda. It's like that's why when I played it, I was like, it reminded me a lot of Zelda. That's
I didn't
see
get that at all.
They're saying GameSpot, IGN, and somebody else, and GamePro all compared it to Zelda. So yeah, cool game. Highly recommend it if you never played it. I don't know if it holds up to today.
In regards of graphics, I guess, because at
Oh,
this point, I mean,
graphics to me,
I don't really. For me, I don't care
Yeah.
for graphics, how good it looks, as long as the game is fun, the characters are likable, and the settings is great. That's all I really care for.
Yeah, it's more the gameplay. Like, I don't know if the gameplay holds up. Like graphics to me doesn't matter much. It's more gameplay wise because a lot of the PS1 era games do not hold up to today's standards in terms of like gameplay. That's my issue with like a lot of PS1 games. They just outside of like turn-based games and things like that, they just like try playing the OG Tomb Raider. Great game when it first came out, but then if you play it now, you're like, oh, like it's clunky and a mess.
Graphics wise, it's hard for me to get people to play play FF7 OG and stuff.
Really,
And
I love
I'm
the
like,
FF7 OG graphics.
It's like
bro,
Roblox.
no,
Like Roblox.
people knock it because of the graphics, but
Got them,
but
them
FF7 lets you
Popeye
do a
arms.
lot more stuff compared to
I
remake.
got them
You know?
Popeye arms.
I wanted to buy Square Enix. At one point, they had you can buy the like polygon like figures of the Final Fantasy VII characters,
Oh,
and they were
God.
like
Oh, really?
this big, yeah. But it was like the whole collection was like $100, and it had all the characters.
Would have bought that.
Yeah.
That'd be the only figurines I would own actually, because I've seen so many friends have been buying figurines. I'm just like, man, I don't see the point. And then now you brought that up. I'm like, bro, I want to buy that.
Yeah, I don't know if they still have it on Square Enix site. Like it's
yeah, it's probably gone by now, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then after that, lo and behold, you go on to eBay, and then you see.
Yeah, they were available for a while, and I kept debating. I was like, do I want to spend $100 on toys? Like,
people should still buy OG FF7 at least on PC because there's so many mods out there that allow you to do like a graphics overhaul and stuff. And on top of that, there's also a project where they actually got fan voices in the game. So like for each dialogue, you actually hear each character talking and stuff, which is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have it. They have the Cydia Opera Omnia like thing instead. Whack. Ooh, there's some cool Final Fantasy 9 stuff. Yes, they don't have it no more.
Of course you don't.
Yeah.
Now if you look on eBay though.
Yeah, eBay you can probably see it because they were like limited. Like everything Square Enix sells is limited, so they're probably like $1 million on eBay or something. Yeah.
Like the Torgles.
Like the Torgles, yeah, right? They sold out like right away. Freaking that Torgle thing. It looks cool. Like I'll admit it looks cool and it would be nice to have, but yeah, I ain't paying that much money. Square Enix stuff is very expensive too. Like $64.99 for the Final Fantasy 16 Moogle. That's a lot. Like a lot of money. The front mission stuff is pretty cool. It's $22.99.
I low-key want the Spider-Man statue that's coming out with the collectors.
Oh, the one with Venom holding like Miles, and like Miles is like,
Mhm.
yeah, that looks pretty dope. I
No, that was
agree.
pretty dope. That was pretty dope. I agree too. Yeah.
Yeah, they have some cool stuff out there. The Ifrit and Phoenix statue that comes with the collector's edition for Final Fantasy 16 looks dope too. Yeah,
I need to look at that.
you never seen that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it looks cool. It's basically like what they show in the cover art, but in like full form. It's pretty cool. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff. They got like Kingdom Hearts. Why did I press Kingdom Hearts and it shows me Final Fantasy 7? Oh, because I have that checked. That's why.
Oh, I'm looking at it now. It looks nice.
Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts stuff looks pretty cool too. $104 for the Terra one. Yeah. But that brings us to the end of the podcast. Appreciate everybody that joined us. Fam, where can I catch you at?
Yeah, you guys can catch me here at the Random Encounter, but mainly on Twitch and YouTube on my own channel at Phaneckswhy.
What about you, Ash? Where can I catch you at?
They can actually catch me at Destroy. I'm all lowercase. I didn't realize the whole ad thing works on YouTube and stuff. So just type in my full name, or lowercase. You'll find me right there. I actually got a short going live tomorrow at 12 noon relating to Genshin stuff. So that'll be fun.
Nice. Genshin. Still playing
Yep.
Genshin?
Oh yeah, religiously. I love the game.
Do you play it
So-
on what do you play it on? PC or you play it on?
PC,
Okay.
mainly PC. Yep.
I haven't played Genshin in a minute. What about you, Sensei? Where can I catch you at?
They can catch me everywhere. Honestly, just Google me at NPSensei, and all my profiles will pop up. You'll find me on somewhere.
Somewhere, maybe on Facebook. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
And as always, don't forget, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are trying to hit that 500 goal for the month, as well as, follow us over at Twitch. And yeah, we might also be maybe testing out Kick. We'll see what happens. I did make that made available. So we'll see. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see how that goes. Also, we're probably going to start planning an anniversary event because come September, it's going to be our 1-year anniversary of the channel being pretty much going at it. So I don't know. We'll have to put our heads together and see what we can do for an anniversary event. And then we'll probably have a special podcast as well and go through it. Next week, though, I might have a guest to talk Final Fantasy 16 because Final Fantasy 16 does come out. So we might talk that. So definitely stay tuned and be excited for that. My name is James from the Random Counter. Thank you, Fan. Thank you, Sensei. Thank you, Ash. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Oh, and I believe Sensei's going to stream right after this too. So go ahead and check him out.